Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. And first off I want to thank you for watching the past videos that we have been posting up here on the 5Spa TV channel. It's been great seeing that we've been having some viewers out here. And I want to explain for this episode that will be coming up right now, it will also be for beginners that have been starting to use Daz or are thinking about using Daz Studio. And why we are making this video is because it's a great way to learn CGI. This is a company from Salt Lake City, Utah, Daz Studio, that develops it, and they allow other artists or graphic art artists develop and sell their own creations through Daz Studio. And with 5Spa being a performing arts public relation company, we just thought it would be fun to advertise and share our thoughts and let you guys know what's out and about. So let's go on with this episode, and here we go with Genesis 2. Before we start with Genesis 2, I would like to remind you that Genesis 2 is also free to download on your Daz Studio software. Right now we got an anatomy, and as you can see they look kind of freaky looking with the eyeballs and the teeth. Here are the cameras and the camera angles. The environment, and they're just beaches. I usually use the light one. I like the lighting. I don't care too much for the dim, but it depends on what you like to use. And with the figures, they have half of them already dressed, and then there are a couple that are naked, and you can work from scratch like we did with the Genesis 1. And the hair, they only have one choice of hair, but you know what, with this you can use this wig for male and female. And the lighting, which is a soft lighting, and then the second one is just a regular type lighting. And here are the materials for like the surfboard and the flip-flops and the clothes that you just saw, and where we saw the figures that were fully dressed and had their props like the surfboard. And they have, like for the other props, like the benches and the vases, which you will see in a minute. For the faces, you can still choose regular face or face that, or body that doesn't have any coloring or texture. Here you get to choose the color that you want for your female figure eyes. You got the different shades of blue, brown and hazel and green. And with Genesis 2, you do get to choose what kind of makeup you would like for your female figure. And you can also choose if you want her to have eyebrows or not. And the hair choices and the streaks. If you like having hair with streaks or wigs with streaks, you would like the hair streaks. You can change different colors, and here's with the different choices of clothes, of the coloring of the clothes. More hair streak colors. And then here are like the ombre shades. And the multicolored shades like rainbow. The axe colors and the boots. Pants and shirts for the men, and his eye color. And I don't know why they make it look different than the females. Kind of funny looking where you see the eyeballs for the men. And then you get to choose the facial hair and the style. Here are the poses for the male and the female, especially if they are holding the props like the surfboard. The blue are the male, of course. And the pink for the female. Here are the props, the bases and the bench. And the axe and the walls. If you want to do this setting manually. And the surfboard alone. Ready to render. The first choice is the wall by itself, or you can choose the second one where it's the female model. And then the render settings. And the scene builder, where it's just a group of miscellaneous put together, like the poses. And they did add some extra things, like the male wig that was available in the Genesis 1, and a stand that you just see that's barely peeking out right now. There's the stand and the light choices again. There's the male hair, and then the bikini for the female, which is a different thing, and then the wig for the female, which is a longer hairdo. Alright, now let's make a scene by using the beach for the background. And like I said, we're going to use the lighter one because I like that more than the darker. And turn it around so we can see it. It doesn't look like it's a backdrop. Make it look like more realistic looking. And when I was showing you Genesis, I showed you the tools to use when you want to turn a scene around by that blue block that you see there. Look through our figures again. And this time I decided to use a figure or a model that's already ready to be used, since with Genesis we did it manually. So here is our surfer guy that's already ready for us. Getting him turned around. There he is. And I was working right here, I was working on getting his feet looking like he really is standing on sand and not like a hard ground, because you want to make it look like his feet are a little bit sunken into the dirt. And I'm using the magnifying glass and the 4 arrows to get the picture perfect, where you can get a better look at the surfer guy and his surfboard before we render it. And clicked on render. And like I said, it takes a little bit of time while it renders, and you'll get to see in time that the noisy grainy picture on the render page, you see it eventually dissolve and make it really smooth looking and crispy looking. But if you do not have the time or don't want to make the time, just go ahead and leave your computer and let it do its thing, and then come back when it's done. But in the meantime, you really don't want to touch anything else on the Daz Studio program, which it pretty much won't let you anyway until the render is done. So just go ahead and step away from your computer for a few minutes. And it is ready now to be saved. Type in however you want it to look and which file you want it to save in your computer or laptop. And in the meantime, let me remind you, if you are enjoying this, please subscribe and like. And we got the list of links down below if you want to learn more about FiSpa or where you can purchase all these things or get your free Daz Studio. But in the meantime, we will see you during the next video. Thanks. Bye.